Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down exactly how to launch a highly profitable shoe dropshipping business in 2026. And the best part? We're going to do it without the massive, stressful headache of buying piles of inventory up front. If you've been looking for a way to tap into the booming e-commerce space with way less financial risk, well, you are in exactly the right place. So let's just address the elephant in the room right off the bat, okay? With all the competition out there nowadays, aspiring e-commerce entrepreneurs are constantly asking, is dropshipping shoes actually still worth your time and effort in 2026? Well, to answer that, I want you to think about this staggering number. The global footwear market is projected to hit $529.2 billion by 2026. That absolutely proves demand isn't just massive, it is incredibly stable. Why? Because shoes are a literal necessity. Whether it's the middle of a booming economy or a really tight financial period, people simply always need footwear. That makes this a highly resilient market for us to enter. Here's our exact step-by-step playbook for today. We're going to cover 1. The shoe dropshipping opportunity, 2. Finding your profitable niche, 3. Partnering with reliable suppliers, 4. Surviving the sizing trap, 5. Automating your operations, and finally, 6. Launching your store. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the shoe dropshipping opportunity. We really need to understand why this specific business model works so incredibly well for beginners. The key difference here is purely operational. In traditional retail, you're sinking thousands of dollars into inventory before you even know if a specific shoe will actually sell. But with dropshipping, you never even touch the product. The supplier holds the stock and ships it directly to your customer, but only after you've made a sale. This dramatically lowers your upfront financial risk. You're essentially just acting as the digital storefront and the marketing engine. Now, here is where it gets really fun. Most footwear items purchased from suppliers can realistically retail at 2 to 3 times the supplier's price. Because you're pocketing that difference, focused beginners can genuinely reach $100 to $300 a day in revenue within just their first 60 to 90 days. Think about it. If you source a comfortable slip-on for $20, you can easily sell it for $50 to $60. That gives you plenty of margin to cover your advertising and still take home a really solid profit. Okay, moving right along to section 2, finding your profitable niche. Because here's the thing, you simply won't hit those profit margins selling boring, generic footwear. Trying to compete with massive retailers on everyday shoes is just a losing battle. Specializing in micro niches is your secret weapon here. Take comfort shoes for the 50-plus demographic, for example. It's actually the fastest growing online shopping segment globally right now. Or look at kids' light-up sneakers. Parents often buy these as total impulse gifts, which drives massive conversion rates. Specializing lets you precisely tailor your messaging, and that makes your store convert way better than a generic catch-all shoe outlet ever could. Let's get into section 3, partnering with reliable suppliers. Once you know what you're going to sell, you need someone to actually ship it. Partnering with the right suppliers is absolutely critical to your margins and honestly, to your sanity. You've got some incredible options to choose from. Platforms like Spocket connect you to US and EU suppliers for rapid 2 to 7 day shipping, which is perfect for capitalizing on those impulse buys. CJ Dropshipping offers great global reach with 5 to 10 day shipping. Then you've got AliExpress for worldwide coverage, though it can take 15 to 30 days. And there are even niche players like Footwear US, catering specifically to the wide width and comfort shoe niche with super fast 2 to 5 day delivery. You should really test 2 to 3 of these top-rated suppliers in parallel. By diversifying, you protect your whole store from sudden stockouts or unexpected policy changes at any single supplier. But listen, sourcing a cheap shoe means absolutely nothing if it takes a month to arrive and falls apart on day 2. You have to rigorously vet your suppliers. Look for at least 4.5-star ratings and a minimum of 100 completed orders. You also need to ensure they have clear size charts and favorable return policies. Doing this vetting upfront helps you avoid the absolute nightmare of slow international shipping and waking up to an inbox full of furious customers demanding refunds. Which perfectly brings us to section 4, surviving the sizing trap. Speaking of furious customers, we really need to talk about the biggest hazard in footwear e-commerce. This is exactly where so many beginners fail. Footwear has one of the highest e-commerce return rates out there, sitting anywhere between 18 and 35%. This is primarily due to complex, totally inconsistent sizing across different global regions. A size 9 in the US does not fit the same as a size 9 from an Asian supplier. If a shirt is a little loose, a customer might still wear it, right? But if a shoe is too tight, it causes literal pain, and they will absolutely send it back. So here is your golden rule for shoe dropshipping. Clear size charts in all product listings are non-negotiable, period. By explicitly mapping out US, EU, UK, and centimeter measurements so they're easily accessible, you can drop your sizing-related complaints by an incredible 60 to 70%. You should also add proactive notes in your description, stuff like, hey, this style runs small, order one size up. Managing these expectations up front totally saves your profit margins on the back end. Okay, let's talk about scaling in Section 5, automating your operations. Handling all those size charts, pricing updates, and fulfillment orders manually, that will completely drain your time. You want to be a business owner, not a data entry clerk. Integrating software like Easync is absolutely essential from day one. It handles automated product importing, real-time stock and price monitoring, auto-ordering, and even tracking sync. This prevents the single most damaging operational error in dropshipping, selling a product to a customer, taking their money, and then realizing your supplier just silently ran out of stock. Let automation handle the robotic tasks so you can focus strictly on marketing and actually growing your brand. And finally, we've made it to Section 6, launching your store. The foundation is set. You have your niche, you've vetted your suppliers, and automation is hooked up. Now, let's get those sales rolling in. You'll want to follow this precise 4-step process. First, nail down your niche and target customer. Second, import an initial batch of 20 to 40 items to test out. Third, build and optimize your Shopify store. And fourth, launch your ads and organic traffic. Dedicate your first 30 to 60 days purely to gathering data. Right now, short-form video content showing comfort tests or try-ons works incredibly well on TikTok and Meta ads. And remember, if a product isn't getting clicks, just swap it out for a new one. You aren't losing a dime on unused inventory. Now, let's talk money for a second. You need to keep your expectations grounded with a realistic starting budget of about $300 to $1,000. This covers your platform fees, essential apps like Shopify and Easync, and those initial test ad campaigns. Because you don't have to buy inventory up front, almost every single dollar of this budget goes directly toward marketing and learning exactly what your specific audience actually wants to buy. One huge warning here though, long-term growth requires trust. It can be super tempting to try and sell cheap knockoffs of popular brands, but you must completely avoid illegal counterfeits. Seriously, selling fake sneakers will inevitably lead to payment processor bans and total store shutdowns. Don't do it. Instead, build your own sustainable brand story around reliable, high-quality, unbranded comfort and style. Honesty builds customer loyalty, and loyalty builds a business that actually lasts. So, we know the global footwear market is booming towards $529 billion, and you now have the exact roadmap laid out for you in this explainer, from dodging the sizing trap to automating your fulfillment. The only question left is, which corner of this massive industry are you going to claim today? Are you going to cater to office workers, the 50-plus comfort crowd, or maybe the vibrant dance community? Pick your niche, set up your store, and take that first step. I can't wait to see what you build.